Wow, what a night and day performance, huh? I think that is the first time, and I can't even remember how long, where we actually saw the offense and defense play in sync and play off of each other. It's like I was saying in the last one. Like usually, either the offense was playing great, but then the defense was playing like shit, or the defense was playing good and the offense was playing like shit. This is like one of the rare times where we see both play off of each other and both help each other out. And it was just great to see it. Like you could just see an attitude shift in the players. Like even though like Devontae Adams, I mean he had like a couple catches, even though he didn't get any big touches or anything. Like he was happy to see other receivers make the big catches. Like he was happy for Trey Tucker when he made his big catch, and that was just a beautiful thrown ball too by Aiden O'Connell. Um, but you could just see that it's just like a change, it's like a relief, like a weight's off their shoulders now that Ronald McDonald is gone. And it was so funny. I was actually reading this article that talked about like I mean I'm sure everyone's already talked about it at nauseum, but I mean this is the first time I saw anything about it. Was that was it? No, it was the Thursday before the game against the Lions that they had like this big team meeting and the players were just going off on him, and that like during practice he just like sat there like all quietly. And like the weirder thing was apparently Antonio Pierce, our current interim head coach, said something. Something because he was on the 2007 Giants team when they beat the undefeated Patriots. I remember that day. It was a nice day. But anyway, he was talking about like how they're win there and stuff. And then Josh McDaniels, his job's in the line. The whole locker room's against him. His first concern isn't what he's doing now. His first concern was he literally apparently he it quoted him that he said, "Don't talk bad about the Patriots. I don't ever want to hear bad about the Patriots." Like, dude, shut the fuck. Like that just showed like what his priorities were, right? Like it wasn't trying to improve this team. It wasn't like doing anything like that. All it was the stupid Patriots. Like he was still blowing the Patriots every chance he had, even though like his job was on the line, and the whole locker room hated him. But his focus was, oh, don't tarnish the great name of the Patriots. Shut the hell up, dude. I'm so glad he's gone. I am so freaking glad. Like you can even see the players, and I think it's better. I mean, I always say I don't know if Antonio Pierce would be as if the players like him as much as they did Rich Bisaccia. But I think there's kind of like a connection, a better connection that you make like with those smaller coaches versus like the big. Now, not to say that a big head coach can't have those connections, because there are coaches in the league that do have that. But especially ones that were former players like Antonio Pierce, they can relate directly to it. Like players that actually played in the NFL. Like a lot of the coaches that they played before, they played in like college, or they played college was the highest they got up to. They never even made it to the NFL. Some of them, but I think like as a player, it just makes it more better coming from a player, especially one who's won a Super Bowl legitly, not like fucking McDaniel's with his fraud rings. But anyway, I don't even want to get into that. But anyway, they're not fraud. Some of them are fraud rings, but the rings that Tom Brady gave him. But anyway, I don't want to talk about that fucking dipshit. I don't want to take away from this great game by talking about that fucking shit stain. But anyway, all right, so let's get it. So Josh McDaniel, or not? Oh my God! Don't stop saying his name. He who should not be named. Stop saying his name. Okay, I'm sorry. Um, Aiden O'Connell, he did great today. Now they ran the ball a lot, but he had some really great throws. Like for his technically it's his third start, but his second full game start, and I think he performed well. I think he really did well, and I think it was the right call of benching Jimmy Garoppolo because he was just throwing interceptions and I think this is the first game that there wasn't a turnover on the Raiders side, and it took a rookie to do it. And the Jimmy G vet, he was throwing interceptions every game, and fucking Hoyer was too. But yeah, there were no interceptions, and like they ran or damn it, stop saying Josh Jacobs because there's two Joshes. They ran Josh Jacobs a lot, which was McDaniels would have given up on him. Damn, I brought him up again, but the guy who should not be named would only run it in like the first or second quarter, and then if it wasn't immediately working, he would just totally ditch it. Hunter Renfro actually made an appearance. Like he had some good catches and a drive down there. Hopefully, he gets a touchdown some point this season. Um, who else? Who else? Trey Tucker showed up. Michael Mayer. Um, definitely, definitely Amik Robinson with that interception. Like the defense played so great, man. They shut him out for 3 quarters. But I mean, I would say the defense has been playing good or decent this whole season. But this game, they really turned it up, man. They really, oh man, this is. I mean, if we can just keep up on this against the Jets, and I'm not gonna say, oh, we're gonna go to the playoffs and we're gonna go on this win streak. I'm not saying that, but I'm just saying, just keep this attitude that they have now. We're just like that. They can. I mean, obviously they might even be still using the idiots playbook, but maybe like whoever's calling the. I don't know if it's Antonio Pierce calling the plays. It might be someone else, but whoever's calling the plays is picking better plays at the right time and allowing players to make a change on the field. Because I bet you that was probably part of the problem was, McDipshit or he who should not be named would say, "Oh, go do this play," and then like on the field, that play wouldn't be viable, and then like they would do it and like, "Oh, why weren't you open? Why didn't you get open?" It's just like, well, I couldn't get open because these guys were here. They were in this. I wanted to run out here, but you wouldn't let me. You said we specifically had to do this strict play, and it feels like the players um, have a little bit more wiggle room on what they're doing on the field. Like maybe they can adjust something, like run the same play, but maybe like adjust it a little bit so that way it can actually work instead of just like do it. It doesn't matter what you say, just do it. I mean, like I know football a little bit, but I'm not like an expert. But just from what I seen, it looked like the players had a little bit more liberty, more I guess, yeah, more liberty to do whatever on the field, more liberty to make plays more viable on the field. Versus just being forced into like what, like no, you got to stay in this position. You can't go over here. Yeah, Josh Jacobs. Damn, I keep saying it. Josh Jacobs got 2 touchdowns, and this was the first game in a long time where we scored over 20 points. And it was just crazy. They said the last game was when we faced the 49ers last year, which is nuts that it took this long to finally score over 20 points. But I mean, it was just great to see. Like both sides of the ball were in sync, and it was just great to see. It was like, wow, this is functional football. I'm not used to seeing this. I'm used to like clutching my pearls and be like, oh, we need 2 touchdowns in 5 minutes. Like this is like one of those games where I could finally like enjoy it. Like I mean, not to say like some of the other ones, like the other close wins. Like you had like seconds, and I mean those games are exciting too, but it was just nice to like finally be like, we got this. We got. Like, I think this is the first time I said, we got this. We actually got this, and it just makes it more enjoyable because I'm not like yelling at my TV all the time. I'm not getting pissed off all the time. I mean, I know it might be entertaining for people listening or whatever to hear me get pissed off, and I think it's funny too re-listening later on. But in the moment, it's not fun being pissed off and being like, oh fuck, my whole Sunday's ruined, and it's just not fun. But it was just like great to finally be like, wow, I could actually enjoy this game. And yeah, this is great. Now I think next week's game is also, I think it's in Las Vegas. I could be wrong, but I think it's in Las Vegas, facing another New York team, the Jets. I don't. I think, and we won definitely more by 3 than what I predicted. How will this game be? I mean, I would say the Jets are better than the Giants, definitely. I mean, we got a little bit of, well, I mean, not like Daniel Jones is amazing, but they didn't have their starting quarterback, and they didn't have Darren Waller either. Much, I don't even know if he would have helped much, but um, the Jets. I'm gonna say, I think it's gonna be a little bit of a closer game, and I'm gonna say that we win by 7. Yeah, I'm gonna say that we win by 7 against the Jets, and hopefully we can just keep up this momentum, have both sides of the ball playing together. Keep up this functional football. I like it. We need that right now. But yeah, I mean, just keep that up, that pace. Keep having fun. They look like that they were having fun. Like I think this is the first. That's what I wanted to say. That I think this is the first time this season that when I was, me just a casual watcher, right? I just saw them that they were having fun. And I mean, obviously, it's not gonna be funny all through the season where every game's just gonna be like roses and sunflowers and oh, this is amazing. But like a lot of times, just the other teams, like when they're playing good or when they're playing together, they're out there having fun, And this is the first time that I really saw this team do that. And it was great to see. But anyway, I hope you guys enjoy, and I hope to see you next time. Thank you.